day. One of the body parts Justin and I always kind of lacked in, because we were so strong in our shoulder training and our arms were always more dominant in body parts, was chest. So I think as years we adapted and learned how to train chest. So we haven't trained in 10 years together. It's exciting to be able to get back in the gym, kind of where we started. I mean, this is grassroots for us as it gets. This is, it's kind of like reuniting with a brother of mine I haven't seen in 10 years, and excited to be able to get in here and train with them. And you know, I got to warm everything up, and we'll be having some fun today. So we'll get some good lifts. Hopefully you guys love this, and we're going to knock this out. Justin was my first training partner, my first coach. Like, I walked in, you know, I wanted to do it. Like we just talked about it today. When I decided to do a show, I showed up at his apartment. I had a bodybuilding.com printout of how to do a contest prep. I'm like, hey, this is what I think I want to do.
Steve had even seen a bodybuilder. And so Steve walks in at 18 years old, 220 pounds with abs, looking like a bodybuilder. I was only 24 at the time. Steve was like 17, 18. And Steve left, and I couldn't tell if it was real or not.
If I go from, say, if I'm doing incline bench and I go like 225, if I was to jump to 405, it feels heavy. Like somebody just, like 3 people jumped on the bar. But if I go like, you know, 225, 315, maybe 375, 365, and then 405, I feel more ready, and the weight doesn't feel as heavy. So I think the more kind of warm up you get and get your muscles acclimated to the weight, your mind can get it.
I saw Steve at the Arnold, and I hadn't seen him forever. And you know, if you've ever had a good training partner, you train with someone for a while, it's kind of like a brotherhood that just doesn't go away. It's like you know, you don't see each other. It could be for years. You click just like that. There's something that happens when you train in the gym that you just kind of bond with someone.
I have a feeling we're going to go being a little on the heavy side today. We'll go ahead and take proper precautions to make sure we're safe. So we're going to wrap the wrists, make sure everything's stable. And one of the beautiful things about Destination Dallas, the gym, is, you know, they got 200-pound dumbbells here, so you can get after it. You know, if you're feeling froggy, you could jump.
We did Project Super Heavyweight, which was our training video in 2007. Back then, when people did bodybuilding videos, it was, you know, spray glycerol on you, and kind of fake sweat, fake weights, you know, squeezing and posing and making weird faces. And it was really, it was never real raw or what people did in the gym. And I think we kind of did one of the first, but it was true, real weights, real time, real lifts. No, you know, no prep, no nothing. We were in dirty gym clothes, and for whatever reason, that kind of resonated. So it's kind of like the 10-year anniversary of that. And
it really is.
Yeah, that might be the last time we got a lift in together.
Yeah.
And so 10 years have passed. Steve's gotten a lot stronger. I haven't really. And so
we finished up incline dumbbell press as our primary heavy chest movement. I'll go into hammer. I love the hammer strength stuff too. Again, instead of a bar, you know, with the hammer, you're able to keep it unilateral, and if you have a weakness one side, it helps correct that a little bit. So we're gonna go hammer flat, which is just a slight incline, it's like a 15-degree incline, one of my favorite pieces. Really able to feel the contraction and put the load on my pecs versus my shoulders doing the pressing. Then we'll use some of the new Prime equipment here, and probably finish up with some of the Arsenal strength cable flies.
I remember kind of talking about how we would talk about bodybuilding. If you want to make it a career, you know, it's not like, you know, in the 80s, you'd win your pro card, Weeder would throw you a contract, and that was it. It's not that way anymore. You got to be smart. You got to be a businessman, and it's really cool to see how Steve has really done that. And of all the pros, you know, a lot of people turn pro now. You know, back 5-10 years ago, it was a lot harder to turn pro. But of all the pros and all the guys, Steve's one of the very few that was able to really turn it into a career.
So we're going to be doing incline dumbbell fly with superset it with the new pec deck and go back and forth. So we're going to vary our grip a little bit in the way we move the dumbbells through the movement. You'll see us, and as we kind of turn them in and help ignite and fire the upper part of the pec. I feel when on the top of the incline fly, we turn it in, get more upper pec firing, and then we'll do that pec deck where we keep our hands more in a neutral position. Kind of bringing together our elbows is the key to get your pecs firing. Did legs last night, so one of the suck parts to chest the next day is dumbbells got to go in your quads, which are screaming. So we got last movement. We'll be doing these cable crossovers, dual position, keeping the handle up top, but coming down in almost the most muscular position, and then do about 10 to 12 reps of that, going into the upper chest and kind of stepping more into it and coming out where you're hitting more upper pecs. So superset those two, 10 to 12 each position, and that'll blow it out. So it'll hit us about 4 to 5 movements for chest. And that'll be it.
While we're here, we're at the rental car place, and this is a business trip for us, so we kind of go a little more extravagant than we would if it was a personal vacation. You know, you got to spend the business money. And so we're at a luxury rental place, and the girl's kind of asking, you know, what do you guys do? And so we're talking to the girl behind the counter, and I mentioned Steve Kuclo, and so of course she Googles Steve Kuclo, and what do you get? You know, 12 million pictures of Steve in a thong, basically. And so she's freaking out. She's texting all her friends, and while we're talking, and she thinks I'm not noticing, I kind of glance over the counter, and she's taking screen captures and texting all her friends pictures of Steve with his shirt off.
So yeah, guys, we look forward to getting this on YouTube for you guys and helping. Hopefully, it's something you can take from this that'll help you out. And you know, check Justin out on Troponin Nutrition and MuscleMentor.com. You can follow him online.
Yeah, and Steve Kuclo, just Google Steve Kuclo.
But thank you guys I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully we get a couple more this weekend for y'all. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for coming out.